All right, so you want to talk about some ancient energy, huh? This book, 19 Powers of Darkness, it dives right into, like, Yoruban rituals, right? Claiming you can unlock the power of deities for, well, pretty much anything.
Wild, isn't it?
Seriously. But, like, are we talking real power here? Or are we, I don't know, maybe tapping into something deeper about, like, what humans actually crave?
That's the question, right? It's fascinating. This book, it's like they hand you a toolbox. But instead of, the usual tools, we're talking symbols, colors, materials, all meant to connect with these forces. Orishas, they call them.
Orishas. Okay, that sounds kind of, intense. Like, are we summoning spirits here? Give me the rundown. What are Orishas exactly?
Think of them less like ghosts and more like forces of nature, but like with a consciousness.
Okay.
Each one, they have their own personality, their own thing they're in charge of. Imagine, right, the ocean, the energy of a lightning storm. Now give those things a mind, a will, and then imagine being able to, like, ask them for help.
So less ethereal beings, more like what? Forces of nature, but like personified.
You got it.
And we're trying to obviously stay on their good side.
Well, it's not always about good or bad, right? It's more nuanced. Take Obatala, for example. Peace, purity, they're like the foundation of everything. Even like health Obatala is connected to that.
Sound like someone I want to be friends with.
Right. But then you've got Elegua. He's the guardian of crossroads, right? Doors, opportunities, that's his thing. But he's also, well, a bit of a trickster. You got to be careful what you ask for because...
He might get it.
Yeah, but not how you expect.
A bit of a wild card then. Kind of reminds me of those stories where, like, someone wishes for a ton of money, wins the lottery, and then their life just falls apart. You get the sense that these Orishas, they aren't just going to, do your bidding without something in return.
You're picking it up. It's not just about getting what you want. It's about respect. Building a connection. The rituals, the candles, the offerings, even the way you draw these symbols, it all matters.
So, like, I can't just walk up to, I don't know, the CEO of some huge company and be like, make me rich. You got to know the right people, say the right things, be respectful. It's like this whole thing with the Orishas is about, like, learning how to speak their language.
Exactly. It's like you wouldn't disrespect a CEO, right? Same goes for forces that control, nature and fate. You got to be careful.
Okay, so we're not messing around here. This is serious stuff. You mentioned these rituals, right? What kind of things can you ask for?
Well, it's all about those drawings. Signatures, they call them. Each one's like a key to a specific power, right?
Okay.
Some are for protection. Signature 1, for example, it uses 3 warrior spirits. And you use white and red candles with it. Those colors, they're all about defense, vitality, like you're putting up a shield. Could be for illness or like someone trying to mess with you.
So if I'm feeling like threatened, signature 1, that's the one.
Right.
What about those times when you just need a clean break? New start,
Signature 2, escape and freedom, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
This one's about Ochosi. He's the deity of the hunt, right?
Yeah.
The wilderness, breaking free, that's his whole thing. Could be actual prison, a bad relationship, even like addiction.
Whoa.
And here's the wild part. You write down, like literally write down the things you want to escape from right there on the drawing.
Oh, kidding.
It's like you're giving those things a real form, handing them over to Ochosi to deal with.
It makes you wonder, right? Just the act of writing it down, doesn't that have power, even without all the other stuff?
I think so. It's about intention. The book's big on that. It's not just like blindly going through the motions,
Yeah.
It's your belief, your focus. That's the real fuel.
So it's not just what you want, it's how badly you want it. Okay, enough about escaping. What about attracting the good stuff? Wealth, health,
The classics. Signature 3, this one's for that. And it's interesting, it has to be drawn on wood, right? With white chalk, or get this, crushed eggshells. You see this use of natural materials a lot, but this one, it stood out.
Every detail matters, huh? What's with the wood and eggshells, you think?
Wood, it's alive, right?
Yeah.
Growth, stability, and eggshells. New beginnings, potential, and white. Purity. Like you're asking for wealth and health, but from a pure place.
I'm not in it for a quick buck, that's what you're saying.
Yeah. Like you want it to last, align with, the natural order.
I like it.
Then there's signature 6. The wheel of luck and fortune, they call it. It's got a snake and a circuit on it.
Okay.
And those are all about duality, right? Good
Yeah.
and bad, how they're always kind of intertwined. Like a reminder that life's about ups and downs.
Even with, like, luck and wealth, you can't control everything.
Nope. Sometimes you just got to ride the wave.
Go with the flow.
And honestly, learning to do that, that might be the real wealth. But speaking of navigating things, we got to talk about love. This book goes deep on that.
Love, right? Everyone wants a little help with that. And this book, It's got you covered. Long-term partners, spicing things up, even attracting a specific person. I mean, wow. Makes you think, are we really in control when it comes to love? Or is it like destiny?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
And this book, whether they meant to or not, it really kind of shows you that tension. Free will versus fate, especially with love.
Yeah.
Like Signature 15, finding a life partner. But it's not just like draw it and boom, there they are.
Right.
This one could take a few tries. You need patience.
What a metaphor, right, for love itself. Doesn't always come easy. Got to put the work in. But then you've got signatures 25 and 26. Those get a little more specific.
Yeah, 25, that was for women trying to attract a man. But, and this is important, you got to follow the instructions exactly. The book's very clear on that.
Oh.
Even a small mistake, and you could, well, attract the wrong kind of guy. Total disaster.
Be careful what you wish for, huh?
It's like these Orishas. You don't mess around with them.
Serious stuff. What about signature 26 then? That one's different, right?
Yeah, 26 is all about, well, physical attraction.
Yeah.
Purely physical. But there's a warning on this one. The book says if you use it that way, just for something physical, you might not ever find a real connection, something deeper.
Wow.
It's like they're saying, hey, choose carefully. Every choice has consequences.
The path you choose determines the destination or something like that.
Exactly. But it's not all lovey-dovey stuff. There's rituals for, like, money and success, too.
Yeah.
Signature 17, that one's for business. You want to grow what you've already got going on. That's the one. And get this. You write your wishes right on the drawing.
Again, it's not just hoping. It's like doing something about it, putting it out there.
Yep. And then there's Signature 30. Cash flow, business success, that's 30. Green and white candles for that one.
Makes sense, those colors. Green for money, white for, I don't know, good luck or something. It's interesting, though, right, how these rituals, they come from a specific place, a specific tradition.
Yeah.
But the themes, money, security, a better future, that's universal. Everyone wants that.
That's what's so cool about this book.
Yeah.
It's spells, yeah, but it's also like this window into, what humans are all about, what we crave, what scares us, what we dream of. Makes you think about what you do to make those dreams real.
It's been a trip, that's for sure. Meeting these Orishas, trying these rituals, it's like facing our own desires,
It really makes you stop and think, about belief, about intention, and maybe, just maybe, about all the stuff out there, the stuff we don't understand that's shaping our lives anyway.
And that's a pretty wild thought to end on, don't you think? This deep dive into 19 powers of darkness, I'll be honest, more questions than answers. But it also opens up these possibilities, like, what if there are forces out there doing their thing and we don't even know? Something to think about.